Alright, what's happening, y'all? It's your boy Rico just coming with a quick video. Things are getting crazy in DC. First of all, Jason La Canfora reported that a source close to Dwayne Haskins have advised him to seek a trade. And there's a strong expectation that he will get traded before the trade deadline. And that makes a lot of sense because, I mean, it seems like he's done here. Now, I'm not into politics, especially until, like, we actually get all of the information in the background with Dwayne Haskins unfollowing people. Like, why he did it. Is it justified? Is it not? Is it just him showing the attitude? I don't know. Or did he just get done dirty? Again, I don't get into all of the politicking until I get all the information, so I'll report that when it happens. Also today, related to Dwayne Haskins, he won't be in the building for today's game. I don't know if this is politics also, because they're saying that it's due to a stomach virus, it's not COVID-19. The team told Dwayne Haskins to stay home. They say he has a stomach virus and he hasn't felt well the last 48 hours. And again, it's not COVID-19, he tested negative. And again, I don't know if this is a cover-up for him to just stay home because they don't want him around the team, or if he actually has a stomach virus. I don't know. Again, don't want to speculate, don't want to dive deep into details that I don't know about. Not into politicking about things I don't know about yet. But again, once the information comes out, I'll report it. And another big news is that the Washington football team is hoping that Alex Smith can become the team's next starting quarterback in the next couple of weeks. So there you go. They didn't believe in Dwayne Haskins, and they have already proved that they don't believe in Kyle Allen. Now, I'm not sure if they believed in Dwayne Haskins a little bit more than Kyle Allen because they gave Dwayne Haskins 4 weeks, or if it's because they wanted to at least give Dwayne Haskins a minimum of 4 weeks since that was Dan Snyder's guy, and he wanted to show Dan Snyder that, hey, this is not the guy, and then I still want to go get my guy. And clearly now we see that neither Dwayne Haskins or Kyle Allen is Ron Rivera's guy. That's why I think we're actually going to go quarterback early in this draft if we end up having a good enough draft pick, a high enough draft pick to do so. Between Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, or maybe like a Jamie Newman or De'Aaron King way later in the draft, like 4th round or later. But then again, quarterbacks go way sooner than they're supposed to. Jordan Love went 1st round last year. Jake Fromm got drafted. So you never know. Jamie Newman and De'Aaron King may have to be drafted in the 2nd or 3rd round. We'll see. But it's crazy that even as much as I don't like Kyle Allen, I've been in the boat saying at least give him the same amount of games as Dwayne Haskins to prove he's not it. But it looks like he's on an even hotter seat than Dwayne Haskins right out the gate. And they're prepping everything around Alex Smith starting the majority of this year. Alex Smith could be starting by like week 7, week 8 for the remainder of the season, which shows that they do want to win now. And again, I'm not sure if Ron Rivera is tanking, but it's just trying to cover it up because clearly he doesn't have the quarterback that he believes is the future of this team, because he can't believe, even if Alex Smith is ready to win now, he can be the future of this team. So he may be trying to tank and cover it up. Hopefully not, because like I don't want to play with Alex Smith's health like that. I mean, his leg injury was serious, and the fact that he made it back to even be able to play in an NFL game deserves an entirely new documentary again. I mean, we deserve a when he first entered the NFL to when he retires documentary to sum up his entire journey, because he really deserves it for this comeback. And with this offensive line, and I just really hope Alex Smith stays safe out there, man. Now, the offensive line has been better these past 2 weeks, so we'll see. But it's just crazy that there's a strong possibility that they will give up on Kyle Allen even quicker than they gave up on Dwayne Haskins, which I've been warning the people. A lot of the people that hate Haskins and love Kyle Allen for some reason. I don't know how it's not you love both or you hate both. I don't know how you can just hate Haskins and love Kyle Allen. I don't get it. Or at the very least, love Haskins and hate Kyle Allen. I don't know. Maybe we're watching different film. But here's a great representation about how they feel about Kyle Allen. And it's crazy. Because, I mean, we've changed everything as far as this organization goes. New coaches, new front staff. I mean, literally, basically, everything is different but Dan Snyder. And we are still leading the league in QB controversy. I mean, this QB carousel has been crazy. And it looks like we'll probably end up drafting our starting quarterback for 2021 or picking one up in free agency, because again, I don't think Alex Smith is the long-term answer. First of all, he wasn't as great as people act like. that 2017 season. He was good enough to win games because he was a good game manager and didn't turn the ball over, but that was basically what Haskins was. Of course, Alex Smith was a better decision maker, but at the end of the day, Dwayne Haskins didn't turn the ball over except for in that Browns game. The biggest difference between him and Alex Smith is the fact that Alex Smith can hit the easy throws with accuracy. But ultimately was being won with a great run game and a dominant defense. And our defense has better pieces, but as a whole, they haven't been performing as well, mostly because of Troy Apke and Landon Collins being easily the worst safety tandem in the NFL right now. And I don't feel like even if you took that Alex Smith and teleported him to this season, we would be a great team. But then not only is he coming off of a severe injury, that it's amazing that he's even able to walk. I mean, some people don't even survive injuries like that after the surgery and all of that. But then he's only getting older. He's 36 years old and he hasn't played football in like 2 years. I mean, I just don't exactly see how this is a recipe for success. But again, I'm rooting for the burgundy and gold no matter what, whether it be Haskins, Kyle Allen, or Alex Smith at quarterback. So let's go and try to get this win against the Rams. But I don't know, the future's not looking too good. Right now, in my opinion, the brightest future we can have is getting a great enough draft pick to take one of these great quarterbacks in this draft. And that'll be our quickest path to a Super Bowl. Now, our quickest path to winning division titles is of course probably Alex Smith, but our quickest path to Super Bowls is definitely going to get somebody like a Trevor Lawrence. Now, I don't think we're bad enough to go get a Trevor Lawrence, but we'll see. Because if you go look at all of the past Super Bowls since Brad Johnson won it for the Buccaneers, every Super Bowl winner other than the Eli Manning versus the Patriots anomaly and the Nick Foles versus the Patriots anomaly, it's always been a top quarterback winning the Super Bowl. It's just how it goes. Great quarterbacks win Super Bowls. I know people say defense, but it's really the quarterback that can put a team on his back and take you to a Super Bowl and win it. Some not great quarterbacks have made it to the Super Bowl, but ultimately the Super Bowl winners are great quarterbacks, and I feel like going to get somebody like a Trevor Lawrence, Trey Lance, or Justin Fields vastly increases our chances of winning the Super Bowl as soon as possible. And I've already told y'all, my friend circle is full of 49ers, Colts, Steelers, Cowboys, Bears, Patriots fans. So winning a division, the NFC least, holds no weight in our debates and our arguments. None. All we care about is Super Bowls, winning everything. I mean, I have some Falcons fans in there, but there's nothing they can say. They've been to the playoffs constantly. They went to a Super Bowl recently, but did they win it? No. At the end of the day, when we look back 10 years from now, we're not going to bring up how many times we won the division. Or at worst case scenario, we haven't even won the division many times. But we remember that one time we won the division in 2020 in the worst NFC least division I've ever seen throughout our history. Nobody's going to bring that up. All we care about is Super Bowls at the end of the day when we look back into the past. So me personally, I prefer what's going to get us Super Bowls, but I'm definitely against tanking, and I'm also against throwing Alex Smith out there to the wolves with this offensive line. So I don't know. It would be nice to go and get a Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, but at the same time, tanking, it just sends a terrible message to the rest of your players, especially like Terry McLaurin, Chase Young, and all of these other guys that, young or old, whatever, but they're very talented. They're ready to win now. And tomorrow's never promised for them as far as injuries go. And so, of course, they want to win as many games as they can now. They don't want to hear anything about the future. So I definitely see their side of it. And again, I'm against tanking. But with the way Ron Rivera's holding his timeouts, talking about player development and we're not ready to win now, and then now this sudden switch to we can win right now, I don't know what's going on. But we'll see. It's all strange to me. It's a big walk-in contradiction. We'll see. I mean, we're ready to win now, but Terry McLaurin is the only receiver out there that we had on this team last year playing. And we haven't gone to go get anybody else in free agency. We haven't addressed the receiver position. In the offseason, Dontrell Inman was our biggest receiver signing. In the draft, the soonest we took a receiver was the 5th round, and the rest of them are in drafted free agents, including Isaiah Wright, who's showing a lot of potential. But at the end of the day, we haven't put a lot of capital into the receiver position. Same thing with safety. We brought in Sean Davis on a very cheap deal. For some reason, he didn't make the team. I don't understand how he was so bad that not only could he not start over this terrible Troy Apke, but he couldn't even make the team with this terrible Troy Apke. I don't know what happened. But still, Troy Apke is still starting. So that looks like player development. That can't be win now attitude right there. I mean, there's so many reasons why it just seems like we're a walking contradiction right now. And in my honest opinion, it looks like we're tanking and Ron Rivera is just trying to cover it up every way that he can. I don't know. Again, don't want to speculate too much, but this This is very weird. I'll catch y'all later. I'll catch y'all during the game. 12:30 live stream coming up. And then again, post-game live stream to review the game where y'all can call in at 5 p.m. And as always, I appreciate all of my supporters, of course, man. Everybody that donates to the channel, all of my sponsors, all of my Pro Bowl sponsors whose names you see going across the screen right now. All of my sponsors, doesn't matter what level you are, everybody that donates to the channel. Again, I mean, I'm just really appreciative. I know I'm repeating myself, but I can't thank y'all enough. I'll catch y'all later. I'm out.